Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the War Train here. Do me a favor, if you're not already subscribed, think about subscribing to the channel, guys. I try to put gaming content out like this on a regular basis, and if you guys enjoy the video, do me a favor, please give it a thumbs up. Now with that said, today's video, we're gonna go over some of the bombshell gaming news that has came out in the last couple weeks. There has been some amazing announcements, and let me tell you, I've been paying attention to all the stuff and been very excited. So I want to talk about some of those awesome announcements, and before we get into that though, I want to show you guys some of the cool and interesting game pickups I got today. So stick with me guys, and let's check this stuff out. Alright, so first I want to show you the game that I actually picked up, and that is The Forager. Now this is an indie game that I had pre-ordered a while back, but at the time there was other things that came out and I just didn't have the extra money to pick this up. Even though it's a very inexpensive game, I was using that money for some other things that I really wanted to get. So this got put on the back burner, but I finally got it. And I'm so glad they still finally had this, because this is a game they didn't have a ton of copies of. I think they got like 2 in when it was released, and most likely because I pre-ordered it. So this game actually comes packed with some goodies, so I love how these indie developers are doing this. Like, they do it a lot, and it shows up the AAA developers. I'd be embarrassed if I was them, honestly, because you know, you got these small companies putting all this like awesome stuff in there, and you got AAA people, you open up the box and it's just white. Yeah, pretty sad. But this one, it actually comes with exclusive poster and stickers inside, and honestly I wouldn't be surprised if there's a game manual in here as well. But this game, it says start small then go big. You gather and collect, explore and expand, discover secrets, build structures, craft items, manage resources, raid dungeons, and it says achieve anything. So definitely excited. You know, this is definitely some cool stuff. You're basically going around with a pickaxe, and I think you get a sword then, and just, you know, harvesting stuff, and definitely upgrading, crafting, all that good stuff and fun stuff that I enjoy. I did hear good things about this game, so I was actually anticipating it. That's why I pre-ordered it. The guys at the GameStop didn't even know this game existed until I walked in there and pre-ordered it. So pretty cool stuff. I'm glad to finally put this into the collection. And the next one is the Shovel Knight Gold Edition Amiibo. I'm pretty excited about this. I actually made it in my last video, actually. I was talking about Steve Craig, Retro Gamer, another YouTuber and a good friend. He had actually picked this up, and when I seen it, I was like, man, they didn't have that, because behind me, if you didn't see my last video, I have the 3-pack of the Treasure Trove Amiibos with the game. And they didn't have this one. So when I seen the gold one in his video, right away, I mean just immediately, I went online and went to Best Buy's website and purchased it. Because he had made the comment about, you know, this maybe being hard to get and them jacking the prices up to like $40. And you know what? He's right. That's exactly what happens with Amiibos. If you wait on these things, they're sold out. And they always jack the price up. So I was happy to get this right away. Well, this is the one not from Best Buy. Actually, they had one in my GameStop, so I purchased it today. Because I don't mind having 2 of them, because I do want to open one of these up and use it for in-game items. So, plus the gold ones are just gorgeous, and I do want to display, you know, the actual amiibo out of the box as well on this one. So definitely excited to have it, but there it is. So this completes my, you know, newest release of the Shovel Knight ones. I still need to get the regular Shovel Knight. I don't have that one, but I will eventually. Now these next ones are definitely awesome. These are just big artwork from the games that the GameStop I go to totally hooked me up with. I want to thank all them guys right now. Just thanks a lot, guys. These guys always hook me up with some amazing stuff. Now, the first one is Dead by Daylight, and this is the Stranger Things chapter version of this poster. And it has the Demogorgon on it. This thing is awesome looking. So definitely happy to add this to the collection. I mean, these things are really hard to get from the GameStops. I don't think they're supposed to give them to anybody, and they just throw them away. It's painful to see, and I try to get them anytime I can, but they can't really store them, so it's kind of like all about timing with this stuff. And the next one is one I absolutely love and cannot wait to build like a little area in my game room dedicated to the Sega Genesis. Now this is for the Sega Genesis Mini, and I am a huge Sega Genesis fan. I just love 16-bit gaming, and you know, it means a lot to me because I grew up with it. So pretty awesome stuff, and this is just such a cool poster, and I cannot wait to, you know, make something in my game room dedicated around this. So pretty awesome stuff. Now the last thing, I'm going to kind of display it so you guys can see it, because I want to throw in one of the banners. I've already showed this, but I want to put it all together, just kind of give you an idea of it. But really cool, so let's check that out. Alright guys, so here it is. You already seen this Doom Eternal poster before. This is a really wide double-sided hanging poster I got from my buddies at GameStop. Now, this thing is new. Now this right here is a little standee that they had by their cash register to promote the game. And as you can see, they wanted to take it down because pre-order now 11/22/19. Well, the game actually was pushed back to the spring, so that's not good anymore, and you know, what's the point of having this up there anymore? But this thing is absolutely awesome. I don't know if the light is hitting it right, but there's like a metallic shine to this thing. It's absolutely awesome, and as soon as I seen this thing, I wanted it. So really happy that I'm able to add that to the collection. And right here, I couldn't not get this. The McFarlane Doom toy. Now this is a figure. I don't know if it's really coming up good on the camera because everything's so dark, but this thing is absolutely awesome. It's the Doom Slayer. It comes with the double barrel shotgun and some other kind of like claw weapon, like a big machete kind of thing coming off of his arm. But absolutely awesome. I'm so glad to add this stuff to my collection, because if you've been watching my channel, you know that I'm a big Doom fan. So pretty excited. I think this is absolutely awesome, and the poster's huge, so I don't know how to display this. Actually, right now I have it set up on my Ninja Turtles arcade cabinet, just sitting there with a towel over the controls. But just for display purposes, because I needed something to lean it up on. But what do you guys think of this, man? I was really excited today when they're like, hey, you want this? It was that little stand, and I was like, man. So I had to buy the Doom Slayer. I was like, God, I hope they have one of those left, because I've seen it before and I didn't pick it up. They had one left. The box was a little bit beat up, but I was like, you know what? I don't even care. I want it. So awesome to add that to my collection, but cool stuff. So let's get to that gaming news. Alright, so first off, how about the Xbox Series X being finally announced and shown? That was absolutely awesome, and I cannot wait. Man, as soon as that thing goes up for pre-order, I'm pre-ordering it. I am a huge fan of tech, and when new consoles come out, I always try to pick them up day one. So if you guys are like just want to see what the console's like when it launches, stop back at this channel. I will definitely be covering whatever awesome game is launched with it that I want to pick up. Right now, I don't know exactly what games are going to be coming out. We don't know for certain if Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is going to be one of the games that's going to be launched. I mean, they did show gameplay to that game, so hopefully it is. It looks awesome. I was blown away by the graphics. It's all in-game footage that they show, and it looks phenomenal. You know, I've been waiting for next gen for a while now. I love when they launch new systems. So when we got the PlayStation 4 Pro or the Xbox One X, I jumped on those day one, because I just love to get more power in my systems and see where we can push these games. I just think it's so cool. I always did since I was a kid. Love to move forward, but I still love where we're at and the past, because I love all gaming. It's just a blast. But huge deal that Microsoft announced this at the Game Awards. For me, this was my absolute highlight of that award show. You know, we did have some other announcements. We had Ghost of Tsushima. That was like one of their big announcements at that thing, and you know, that game looks awesome. I cannot wait for Ghost of Tsushima. It's coming out on the PlayStation 4. Now we 100% know that, and man, the game looks awesome. It's gorgeous looking, and it almost looks next gen in a way. I was actually surprised that this is going to be a PS4 game. I thought they were going to like maybe hold it back for the PS5, because you know, there was some rumors that they were having trouble with the development of it. So that's probably why this game has taken so long to actually get announced. So coming in the summer next year, 2020, I'll definitely be picking that up day one. I can tell you that, because that game looks like a lot of fun. And the big one, in my opinion, is Resident Evil 3 Remake. Man, the Nemesis, I love the Nemesis, man. Resident Evil is just such an awesome franchise, and these older games were just done incredible. But I mean, the tech is old now, and the first couple, you know, leave a lot to be desired. So number 2 getting a remake was an awesome thing, and that game was great. As far as I'm concerned, that should have won Game of the Year, because that was such a good remake. The game was so much fun. It was done just insanely good. But you know, it didn't win it, unfortunately. But yeah, I can't wait for it to come out. We've seen gameplay. We actually seen that they've been showing, and there's been some leaks with some other gameplay footage of like some multiplayer. Now we know that that was multiplayer for Resident Evil 3. So it's pretty awesome. That's gonna also have the multiplayer. So good stuff. Definitely excited. And man, the Nemesis looks absolutely stunning. Just such a crazy character, and I know a lot of people were a little pissed off about Mr. X chasing him around in Resident Evil 2 Remake. Well man, if you were pissed off then, you're really going to be pissed off now, because Nemesis got a damn bazooka. So yeah, you're going to be struggling again, and probably worse. But I think the character is so creepy and looks so cool, man. So definitely excited for that. But man, I'll tell you what, the next gen is just looking awesome. I can't wait for PlayStation 5 and Xbox X Series. You know, what do you guys think of that crazy looking tower for the X Series? You know, they changed the design of the Xbox. In a way, it kind of looks like the Xbox One X with that just black, sleek look, which is beautiful, by the way, and looks good in your, you know, in your game setup. But, you know, how is this going to affect having a tower? How's it going to affect if you have like a entertainment center with like smaller shelves? You know, you're not going to be able to slide it in there no more. You're going to have to maybe sit it off to the side or up on top. Me, I don't really care. I just want the beast of a console, so I'm pretty excited about that. But, you know, that might affect some people, how they have their setup, or maybe they just don't like that. Regardless, I still think it's really cool. I like how they do have the vent on the top. In a way, though, I hope it doesn't just get filled with dust and hair if you have animals in there. That's, you know, is an issue when you have vents on these things. Lots of stuff gets in there. You know, hopefully that fan is blowing that stuff out. That's what I can only hope. But that's what I look at that. I see is that's a port now for dust. So hopefully it's not as bad as I think, but it did look awesome with it had like a green light glowing out the top. I don't know if that's going to be something with the system, like legit, because sometimes they like to just add that stuff for you know, a cool effect when they show this stuff. So in my opinion, I hope they keep that little green light, that hue that they showed in the trailer. Man, that thing looked awesome. And like I said, the Hellblade, man, the graphics look awesome. You know, this is going to be a beast. I cannot wait for this system to come out. Like I said, day one for me. Stop back here because I will be showing it off. Same with the PlayStation 5 because, man, I love these consoles. And it's going to be a blast. But, you know, that controller, you know, we got the share button, just awesome stuff. So what do you guys think about all this? What do you think about the Xbox One or Xbox Series X controller being pretty much like the Xbox One for the most part? It's like that controller basically. A couple new features, D-pad and the share button, but other than that, it's basically the same. It's cool how it's all going to be compatible with each other. You'll be able to use the new controller with Xbox One, use Xbox One controllers on the new stuff. Super cool how they're doing that. I really like that kind of stuff. Plus with the backwards compatibility, it's going to be backwards compatible with all the stuff that they previously had compatibility with. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think of the next Xbox X Series. What do you think of that weird name? I don't know about it myself, but hey, whatever. As long as it's a beast, I don't care. But what do you think of it being a tower? And, you know, is it something that you're interested in? Or are you just strictly into Sony maybe? You know, I always buy multi-platform, so I like to hear other people's opinions. I think every console has their, you know, ups and downs. They all do something kind of different, but similar. So, but if you enjoyed the video, guys, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, think about subscribing, guys. Like I said, I try to put gaming content out like this as much as I possibly can. But I thank you guys for watching. I'm the War Train, and I'm out. Have a good one.